No way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is the Sandman, and they will have a power advantage here. Up against them, Kingmaker, and they'll have a slight weight advantage. They'll meet up as cruiserweights.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
First up, we have the Sandman from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI national title. In their last fight, they won by knockout. So much hype surrounding. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just misses with that jab. Misses with the straight left. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with the jab. The jab just got blocked. Stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. They're both trying for a knockout. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. No respect for each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think...
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. And he scores with the counter. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Can't score with that right uppercut. Punch, counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice stop, but that won't score. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut does not score. And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab but does not score. A counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he misses with that straight left. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Tried to score with the uppercut. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. That uppercut misses. Back and forth they go. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next.
Let's start the sixth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Insane action. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Promise you, all three judges here. Round 7, here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Jab not finding its target. So close with that uppercut. threw a punch and just got countered. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. The jab doesn't quite connect. Good counter punching. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look.
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And he misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
These punches coming from every angle. Catch and shoot. Stamina is off the charts. A swing and a miss with that jab. So much for defensive abilities. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. And there's the bell to start round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Nice job defensively, but he couldn't score with his return either. The straight right just misses. Need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That pitch just can't find the target. Threw the uppercut but did not score. this. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
We've made it to round 10. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. Nice work to block that right uppercut. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Couldn't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart. Smart, that is. Total.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy, them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday engine, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater, that's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas to the meter. Call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader.
Yeah, that hate the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band on mine and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They will let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it them believe. Bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a bruise. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing, at Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting, some failing, not plain sailing, entertaining. Check the ratings, let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a room.
Up first.
This bout is...
And, of course, we fight outside today. So here we go. Should be a good one. Good right uppercut. Swing and a miss with the jab. So here is the champ defending the title yet again. Those counter punches have to hurt. They both want the knockout. Nice counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. There's no doubt about it. This fighter loves to throw jabs, and a lot of them. Their opponent better have an answer. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get
on to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that hook. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Do you believe what we are seeing? You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. He threw a punch and just got countered. Tried to score with a jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on...
Let's get it started in round three. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter shot. Just missed with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues. Hold that thought! And that was it! That was the big shot we were waiting for! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. jab not finding its target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two were made for each other. Beautiful counter punch. They blocked the left there. How about that time counter shot? Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice defense on that left uppercut. Just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Misses with the straight left. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. It's all over. The Bobcat is finished. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out of here.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win.